Picture this. You wake up at 3 a.m., your heart's racing like you just ran a marathon, your head's spinning, and you're wondering, was that a bad dream, or is something seriously wrong? If you're over 60, that scary moment might not be stress or a nightmare. It could be your body screaming for help, triggered by something as simple as the handful of nuts you ate before bed or a routine medical test you had a few days ago. Those crunchy, healthy-sounding snacks and doctor-recommended checkups we trust to keep us well can hide dangers, especially at night, or when we're older, quietly messing with our blood pressure, clogging our arteries, or even raising our risk of a stroke while we sleep. Nuts like pecans, pine nuts, hazelnuts, trail mix, salted almonds, pistachios, and walnuts are often called heart-healthy. And during the day, they can be great. But at night, when your body slows down, these snacks can turn into silent troublemakers, making your blood sticky, inflaming your blood vessels, or throwing your heart off balance. And those medical tests, like CT scans, stress tests, or endoscopies, can spark reactions nobody warns you about. From sudden blood pressure spikes to tiny clots that could change your life in an instant. If you're over 60 or care about someone who is, stick with me for the next 20 minutes as we uncover the surprising risks in your favorite bedtime snacks and routine checkups, plus simple ways to protect your heart, brain, and peace of mind. If you eat nuts before bed, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for Health After 60 to keep learning how to thrive in your golden years. Let's start with pecans, those rich, buttery nuts we love in pies or sprinkled on yogurt. They seem like a smart choice, but eating them at night, especially every night, can quietly harm you. Pecans are packed with fats and calories, over 200 calories in just a small handful. During the day, your body burns those fats as you move around, but at night, when your metabolism slows and your blood flow calms, those fats stick around in your blood, making it thick and sluggish. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that fatty snacks eaten late increase blood thickness, especially in older folks, which can lead to clots forming while you sleep. Those clots could block blood flow, raising your risk of a stroke or heart attack without any warning. It's so easy to grab a few pecans while watching TV, thinking it's no big deal. But over time, that habit adds up to real danger. Instead, save pecans for the morning. Toss them in oatmeal or a smoothie when your body's ready to handle them. You'll get the taste and nutrients without the nighttime risk. Now, let's talk about pine nuts. Those tiny, tasty bits in pesto or salads. They sound from foods like salmon or flax seeds. Most of us get too much omega-6 already, and pine nuts tip that balance even further. A Journal of Lipid Research study says too much omega-6 can inflame your blood vessels, making them weak and brittle over time, especially in older adults whose arteries aren't as strong. Weak arteries can crack or burst, and if you're stressed, dehydrated, or eating salty snacks, that inflammation could lead to a stroke. Think of your blood vessels like garden hoses. When they're flexible, blood flows easily. But inflammation makes them stiff, building pressure that can break them. Eating pine nuts at night, when your body can't fight that inflammation well, is risky. Try them earlier in the day, paired with omega-3 foods, and skip them before bed. Next up, hazelnuts. Those nuts in chocolate spreads or roasted snacks that feel like a treat. They're often called heart-healthy, but eating them at night can be trouble, especially if you have high blood pressure or weak blood vessels. Hazelnuts have arginine, a nutrient that helps blood vessels relax and open up, which sounds good but can be risky at night. For older folks, too much relaxation can cause blood pressure to drop or spike suddenly, what doctors call vascular instability. A hypertension research study found that seniors with fragile arteries can have tiny vessel tears in their brain or eyes from this, especially when resting. So while hazelnuts are fine during the day, they can throw your system off at night. Move them to a morning snack. And if you have blood pressure issues, check with your doctor before eating nuts regularly. Trail mix is another sneaky one. It seems perfect with nuts for protein and fruit for sweetness, but store-bought kinds are often packed with salt and sugar, sometimes over 150 milligrams of sodium and 12 grams of sugar in a small handful. A circulation study says this mix of salt and sugar stiffens your arteries and makes your blood sticky, perfect for forming clots, especially at night when blood flow slows down. Those clots could travel to your heart or brain, causing a heart attack or stroke. It's so easy to eat more than one serving, thinking it's healthy. But that extra salt makes your body hold water, raising blood pressure, while sugar inflames your arteries. Make your own trail mix with unsalted nuts and no-sugar fruit, and eat it during the day, not before bed, to keep your heart safe. Salted roasted almonds are a favorite. Crunchy and savory, perfect for snacking while watching a show. But just 1 ounce has 150 to 200 milligrams of sodium, and it's easy to eat more, spiking your blood pressure at night. The Journal of Clinical Hypertension says even a little extra salt before bed can stress your heart, especially for those over 60, raising the risk of silent strokes or early morning heart issues. Your arteries are like hoses. At night, they need gentle the day to avoid trouble. Pistachios. Those fun-to-crack nuts seem harmless, but have arginine, like hazelnuts, which can mess with your blood pressure at night, causing drops, then spikes that stress your heart. American Journal of Physiology study says this can reduce blood flow to your brain, especially in older adults. Plus, salted pistachios add sodium, over 120 milligrams per serving, making things worse. Your body at bedtime needs balance, like a seesaw, but pistachios can tip it off, making your heart work harder when it should rest. Go for unsalted pistachios in the afternoon instead. Walnuts, often called brain food for their omega-3s, are great during the day, but tricky at night. Their fats, like alpha-linolenic acid, linger in your blood when your metabolism slows, raising triglyceride levels, per the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. This can stiffen arteries over time, and walnuts can also cause reflux in some, spiking stress hormones that affect your heart. Store-bought walnuts with salt or sugar add more risk. Eat them at breakfast or lunch, not bedtime, to use their benefits safely. Now let's shift to medical tests, which can be just as risky for people over 60, especially if you have high blood pressure or kidney issues. CT scans with contrast dye, used to see blood vessels or organs clearly, can cause dizziness, fainting, or sudden blood pressure spikes, risking strokes. The Journal of Vascular and Interventional Radiology found older adults had more issues within 72 hours, like an 81-year-old man who had a stroke 2 days after a CT scan, likely from the dye. Ask your doctor, is this scan needed? Can we skip the dye? And share any heart or kidney problems. Stress tests, where you walk or jog on a treadmill, push your heart hard, which can be dangerous if your arteries are weak. American Journal of Cardiology study said 7% of people over 65 had problems like blood pressure spikes. Margaret, 74, had a stroke the day after a stress test, likely from the strain. Ask for gentler tests, like a nuclear stress test, or if you need it at all, if you feel fine. Endoscopies, checking your stomach or colon, use sedation that can mess with blood pressure, especially if you take blood thinners, like aspirin. Gastrointestinal endoscopy found more mini-strokes in seniors within 72 hours. A 76-year-old woman had a mild stroke after a colonoscopy, possibly from sedation and her aspirin. Ask, is this test necessary? Can we skip sedation or adjust my meds? MRIs with gadolinium dye are risky if your kidneys are weak, common after 60. The dye can stay in your body, causing skin issues or brain fog. A stroke during surgery after an ultrasound showed narrowing she didn't need to fix. Ask what the test is for, and if monitoring is better, and get a second opinion.
Your health is your power. Don't just follow old habits or doctor's orders. Move nuts to daytime, pick unsalted ones, and ask, is this test needed? Is there a safer way? Drop a 1 in the comments if you are felt off after a snack or test, or a 0 if not. And subscribe to Health After 60. Small changes like eating nuts in the morning or questioning test can mean better sleep, steadier blood pressure, and fewer scary nights, helping you live stronger and longer.